trades I made today. Made a trade on two trades on Baidu actually, and kind of the lesson I want you guys to take from this is that you don't have to hit every single trade. All right, you're not going to hit every single trade. So you want to make sure that you're sizing up properly, that your winners are running. You're trying to get big winners, and you're trying to take minimal risks. And you got to pick your spots right, which takes a little bit of time. But you know, you don't want to add to your losers. You don't want to have one trade kill you. And that's kind of what I want to go over today is trading for a winner, because it has a lot to do with the way that I was trading today. And typically once I get that big winner, you only need one. You only need one. Typically once I get that winner, I will definitely slow down. And if there's nothing there, I'm not going to make trades up either, right? I did that actually yesterday. I made a couple of trades in the afternoon just out of complete boredom, which there's just nothing to trade in the afternoon right now. It's the summer, and you know, had a $21,000 run, gave back $1,400 yesterday. I'm up about $1,800 today. So still good run, even though I gave back a little bit yesterday. It's important to bounce back, be positive the following day after a red day for a mental thing. And again, I'm green on the week now. I've still got 3 days left to trade. I'm not trying to make, because I lost $1,400 yesterday, I'm not trying to make $4,000 today to make up for yesterday and make today and still hit a $10,000 on the week. If I make four, I make four. If I make five, I make five. And that's important to understand. A lot of traders will get in the habit of they got to get back whatever they lost, and that's gonna make the hole that you're in. If you're in a hole, you shouldn't be in them often. But if you're in a rut, if you're in a hole, you don't want to be trying to get those losses back, because typically what happens is that you just keep digging the hole deeper. You're sizing up too heavy, you're too emotionally involved in the trade, and you do things, maybe you take a loss when it really didn't get to the level, but because you had 4,000 shares short and it's really needed 25 or 26 cents, it pops up 20 cents, you take an $800 loss and it drops 2 points, right? So that's the problem when you size up too big. So you want to make sure that you're sized right. And I've been trading lighter size because it's the summer than I normally would trade. So I took a trade actually long on Baidu, only a 300 share order down here. The reason I did this is because a lot of times stocks that are down more than 10%, they will squeeze higher. And we actually made a little money. I took 300 long based on this volume bar because I thought it was going to be one of those SSR squeezes, what I call them, when the stocks get short sell restricted because they're down more than 10%. You can get an SSR squeeze, kind of a false bid in the stock, rip it to new highs, and then always they'll sell into new highs. So I was just waiting for the signal on the volume, got long, again, just a few hundred shares, was looking for a move to 175. It started reversing, so I just went ahead and took profits on the reversal because I was up almost $1,000 in the name because I doubled my position, 300 starter, 300 add, and then when it got down to where I was only up a few $100, I went ahead and bailed. All right, so that was my first trade on Baidu. Then my next trade was, well, that was my first trade on Baidu. I actually had a loser on UPS playing a descending resistance, again, shorting, trying to short this. Based on some ascending resistance and resistance on the day chart. They did have decent earnings, and I lost 43 cents on 1,000 shares, coughed up $428 there. All right, after I made that Baidu trade, that put me down about $100. All right, so then I went to my next trade, and again, sometimes we're going to hit every single trade. I've gone a whole week without missing a trade, but sometimes we're going to have days like this where we're stabbing, and we can't get anywhere. So this DuPont had a level that I thought was going to be resistance around 55.50, and there's some levels on the day chart and some other things that I don't have time to get into right now. The reason I thought that this could possibly reverse and start coming in based on that 55.50 level, got stopped out on this, coughed up $648. So now I'm down $700. All right. Then I took the Baidu short because the SSR was not holding. We went over this short, but we wanted to short it at 175. That's why I was kind of looking for a move to 175. But anytime you get these short sell restriction moves, you got a stock that's weak, it tries to bounce, and it's not bouncing, that's a good short signal. So there was actually a bear flag here on the chart right here. All right, you can see the volume on the move down, kind of consolidated volume, and we were shorting right here. Okay? So shorting right here, covering some through the lows, covering more, 165, cover the rest down here. We actually, it was a guess on where it was going to bottom, but covering the rest down here, 163 has got almost 6 points on the last 200 shares. So just on the 200 shares alone, got almost 6 points, and this was a $2,500 winner. Puts me up $1,800 on the day, and then I didn't do anything the rest of the day, and the market's still open, but I'm just not going to touch the keys because now I'm green on the week, and that's just an important concept that you have to understand. You want to manage your account properly, especially if you're on a hot streak, you know, where we just made a killing the last 10 days of trading, and you don't want to get in that psychological game of, you know, chasing your losses. So you know, because I lost 1,400 yesterday, that, you know, now I want to make 4,000 a day to where I'm up 2,000 a week. If I get, you know, I'm still up a few $100 on the week, nothing much, but maybe I can make 2,000 tomorrow, 2,000 Thursday, 2,000 Friday, and I'll still have a good week. So that's all I got for you today. Hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, you can email us, help@tradewithcavin.com. Look forward to hearing from you.